This is the app for the PSDE. It's a companion app for their website. I'm going to demo how the app operates right now. So I click the PSD icon on the iPhone. I get my main menu screen that shows up. As you can see, this is grayed out. So it means I can only access this button by logging in. If I were to click the login button, then I can log in. Same with the members corner. It's grayed out. As you can see, I have to drag across slowly, either left or right, and that will cause the display to shift and show new buttons. The Facebook and Twitter icons will call up a web page in the browser of the iPhone or any iDevice with a capable browser, and it'll then either call up the Twitter or the Facebook accounts of the Philippine Society of Digestive Endoscopy. Now, the icons that are brightly lit, such as these, are easily accessible. You just click on them, and then it'll call up another page. This happens to be the news and events page. If you want to read an article, you just click the article in question, and then you can read the article. There is zoom in capability in case it's too small, but it looks bigger on the actual iPhone, and it's easier to read on the actual iPhone as well. I can click this back button and it'll take me back to this page here. As you can see, this page has a calendar option, which displays a Google Calendar with the events of the PSDE. Again, I go back to my news and events page that way. If I click the main menu, it'll take me back to the main menu, obviously. And this is the refresh button. What it does is that if I were to delete, let's say I delete this mission to Qatarman, I can delete it, and then if I want to read it again at a later time and it's still available on the website as data, I can click, it'll say loading data. It'll try and get the data from the website, and once it gets the data from the website, you can see mission to Qatarman is back. So I go back to my main menu. For the search, you can search for files. So let's say I want to look for dyspepsia. So DYS. Get my dyspepsia. I click the search button here. It'll show the article. What is dyspepsia? So again, like the other one, I can zoom in using 2 fingers. Go back. If I want to look for something else, I can either start typing directly or I can hit this. If I don't want to search at all, I can cancel. Then go to the main menu, come back here. Okay, let me see. The patient's corner is much the same as the news and the events section. It's just articles. Again with a reload button. So I can go back. The doctors directory contains a list of all the doctors that are members of the society. If you are just a casual user and not actually a member of the society, you get your standard doctor information. Name, you can search by institute, by city, or by province. So if I were to look for, let's say, a Dr. Abola, and I search, and you'll see that he's showing just the Dr. Abola here. By institute, you can see that he's part of 2 institutes. By city, 2 different cities as well. And province, he's part of Metro Manila. Unfortunately, you get 2 pieces because he's either Bayer or UERM. Okay, so if I were to, let's say I want to see information about UERM, you can see that he's part of the UERM Memorial Medical Center, his schedule, his address, but no phone number available, unfortunately, at the moment. I go back. Now, if I were to take just by name, for example, then you get both schedules available. You can move up and down with your finger, slide up and down. So go back to my doctor's directory and then back to my main menu. Now, let me see. Publications is a little bit different. This is more of a table based, and if you're logged in, you'll get more information. Other various articles that are meant for doctors will be displayed as well, except just for the patients section. Right now, since I'm not logged in, it's only patients. So you can see that you have articles here, and then it loads up the appropriate article. Again, you can go back and then go back to the main menu if you want to go back. Now, as for settings, the app has 3 main settings. An auto login setting. If you have this enabled, which it is enabled by default when you start up the app, then that means that once you logged in to the app, you will be forever logged into the app, unless you log out. The iCloud sync is also on-off. You can turn any of these on and off by clicking on the button or just sliding the button. Now, as for iCloud sync, this is for iDevices with iCloud enabled. Accounts with iCloud enabled can sync their data between the various devices. The way this works is when you start up the application, the application queries a file somewhere on the internet. That file tells it such and such data has changed. It updates the data accordingly. If you have delete files automatically enabled, it will automatically delete the files on your system, and that will save you space. So once you're done reading an article, you can delete it. You can recover some space on your phone or on your iDevice. If you turn that off, then the articles are stored but not displayed in the appropriate sections of the app. Here's the app info. As you can see, the latest update that you got November 1, 2012, which comes preloaded with the app. But as we make changes to the website, this will eventually be updated as well. If you want to go back to the main menu, which is the only way out of this menu, you click on the top part here, somewhere in this area. And when you click on it, it lowers the page flap and you're back in the menu. You have the info section here, which is info about us. You can scroll up and down. And this is the login section of the site. If you're a member, you would have been given a name and a password to use as your login credentials. You just enter your name here. See, keyboard comes up. Sample, for example. Say done. Then you go to your password. Type in your password. Say done. But you can see you're not logged in yet. So what you gotta do is click the login button. And you'll see that the login failed because I didn't provide the right username and password. Now if you're logged in already, it'll tell you that here in the results box, and then you can log out, in which case it'll say not logged in, and you're back to business. If you click the login and the login is successful, it'll tell you login successful. You go back to the top, click this portion of the curl, and you're back in, and then this button, as well as the members section, is going to be available to you. That's pretty much it for the demo of the app. So that's it.